What's up, Dragon Brood? Today, we're gonna have some fun. We've been going really deep or whatever, and I had the thought of there's some cards I've enjoyed playing with over the past couple of seasons that I really haven't played much with recently. So I started trying to dig up some old decks and some ideas from things we'd done, and I came up with a thing that I thought everybody was gonna like, and it's Ashaya. This is a card that I think people are always trying to shove into deck lists, so they always recommend it to me, but I never really have a spot to put it. Well, I think we got it today. I think we got the spot where this is going to work. So let's go ahead and hop right into this whole Selesnya Ramp deck featuring Ashaya. Alright, couple of quick orders of business. Please, if you haven't checked it out yet, I have a new YouTube channel where I'm putting reviews and reactions over there. I'll be doing some fun stuff there soon. Already have a few videos up. Please check that out. The link's going to be in the description below. Second thing, if you have cool snacks or candies or whatever from your region or your country or whatever, even if you're in the US, if it's something local, let me know. If I can order it online, I want to buy it so I can try it over on my reaction channel. If we can't get it online, if you mail it to me, I will reimburse you for it. Send me the receipts. I want to try all kinds of cool stuff, and I want to know more about you, the viewers, and that's one way we can do it. And then finally, if you haven't, check out my partners over at UltraPro at shop.ultrapro.com, and they'll take care of you for all your storage needs for all your gaming stuff. Oh my gosh, I'm like banging my desk here. All right, let's get into the deck list. Now, starting at the top, we're going to be playing Prosperous Innkeeper because we're going to need some mana. We're going to need a lot of mana, so we're definitely going to have to take care of this right off the top. But the life gain will be important in this for several games because we're going to be a little bit slower doing what we want to do. So the life gain, though it's going to be incremental, will probably buy us enough time to get to the end sometimes. Tangled Florahedron, well, it makes mana and it's also a land, and we're going to need both those things. So why not? Catilda. Now, this is the one that's going to look a little bit out of place here. But, hear me out. Catilda herself taps for a mana, right? Because it's human creatures you control. So it's not other humans. So worst case scenario, Catilda's a mana by herself. We do have a few other humans in the deck. Not many, but occasionally she will allow a couple other things to tap for mana. And that's better than just playing another mana creature. So, we're going to see how it works. Also, Catilda does have the upside of being protected from werewolves. Not sure how often that's going to matter, but it could. So, a couple of things going on here. And then, of course, because we can produce a lot of mana, occasionally we're just going to use Catilda's ability, especially if Ashaya is out, in this opponent's turn, put counters on everything, and then start going for it, right? Also, we are playing Felidar Retreat. In conjunction with Felidar's Retreat, if you give all your stuff a +1/+1, then they have Vigilance, so you get to attack, and then you could tap stuff and put counters on them. So Catilda has a lot of different things she can do in this list. Now we are playing Brutal Cathar. I debated on whether I wanted this to be Cathar or if I wanted it to be Apparition. And in the end, I settled on Cathar because it is just one white. I do like the fact that there could be turns late in the game where we could turn it night and then actually just have a bigger creature. So we'll see. I don't really know. Maybe it is better. I will say this, though. I think one of the reasons I've been leaning Cathar more lately is because of things like Wrenn and 7, and just being able to remove a token with no penalty is pretty nice. You can also get rid of much bigger creatures. Downside is you can't get rid of stuff like Chariots, but, give and take with both of them. We have Redain, God of the Worthy. Redain ends up making the cut for a couple of reasons, the biggest being Valkmira. We more often or not are going to want the backside of that. However, if the opponent does get a couple of annoying flyers, because again, we're talking about some of these games going a little bit longer possibly, we do want to have some chump blockers if we need them. Against some decks, maybe like the control decks, the making stuff costs more if it costs 4 more is reasonable, but I don't know how often that's going to come into play. But I do like Valkmira a lot, so we'll see how this plays out in the games we play. Brybridge Tracker. This is another human in the list to go along with Brutal Cathar and Catilda. We have a couple of ways to make tokens because you have the Innkeeper, you've got Brybridge Tracker itself, we have Felidar Retreat, which we talked about. So there's almost always going to be a 4 power, but the biggest thing is the fact that it has Vigilance is actually really nice for this list. Getting to draw a card is actually kind of a bonus feature that we like, but we're not really married to the idea. Of course, we have the Felidar Retreats. We've been talking about this already. It does a lot of things with a lot of cards in this list. We are playing 3 Eska's Chariot, so we can actually get some extra tokens. And again, these tokens also count for Briarbridge Tracker. When they come into play, you get 2 life from an Innkeeper. We don't necessarily get to copy many tokens. We're going to be copying cats one way or the other, because those are the only real creature tokens we make outside of a Wrenn and 7. But still might be good enough here. We're playing Yasharn for a few reasons, but mostly that it's a big 4/4 body. Against some decks, not letting them sacrifice things could be important, but also making sure we hit our mana. And getting 2 mana in hand when you have Felidar Retreats and all that, also very good. And then Ashaya, kind of the star of the show for this deck, Soul of the Wild. Ashaya lets first off, Ashaya's power and toughness are equal to the number of lands you control. Non-token creatures you control are forest lands in addition to their other types. So that does mean every creature you play that's not a token also counts to make Ashaya bigger. And we love that. So oftentimes Ashaya is going to be like 8/8, 10/10, 12/12 pretty easily. The other thing too, this oftentimes will let Ashaya outpace your opponent's Wrenn and 7 tokens. So something else to keep in mind there. But we are playing Wrenn and 7 ourselves because the card's just good, and if we're ramping to the mana, and this also gets lands, it's doing everything we want it to do. So we can't really turn away from this card. We are playing 2 Storm the Festival. We'll see how this works out. It does allow us to hit Ashaya, which would be huge. Also hit Wrenn and 7s. We can hit Chariots, we can hit Yasharn, we can hit Felidar's Retreat. So so many good targets in this deck. So yeah, we love that. Then 2 Amaria's Call. This is mostly here because it does count as a land, obviously, but we're kind of able to get so much mana that sometimes just being able to play it and just get 2 4/4s is going to be good enough, right? So we'll see how that works out. Now, one of the things that's gone kind of underplayed, I guess, is Ondu Inversion, because it's not the best thing at doing what it does. We have other cards that do that. However, one of the fun things about this is it does count as a land if you need land early. But if you do this in conjunction with Ashaya, well then all of your non-token creatures don't die whenever you use the Ondu Inversion, because it says destroy all non-land permanents, and Ashaya makes things into lands. So, ta-da! There you go. I'm sure y'all can complete the equation there. Cave of the Frost Dragon for 1, 3 plains, 5 forests, 2 Lair of the Hydra, 4 Branch Loft Pathway, 4 Overgrown Farmland, and 2 Field of Ruin. Also, don't forget, Field of Ruin does allow you basically a second trigger for your Felidar Retreat. So, something else to keep in mind there. Alright, well that's it. Man, that was a long explanation. But, we're going to get in and play the games. And we are going to talk about some updates we'll have, because there's a couple of changes I think we can make to this list. And then, as always, we'll have a card spotlight for you, which is going to be a fun bit of story time this week. Alright, what do we do with that? We keep this hand, right? I mean, we play... put the Amaria's Call down. Yeah, we keep this. Alright, so here's the plan. I think I'm going to put Amaria's Call down tapped. Play the Hydra next turn, play the Florahedron, try to get down the Felidar Retreat, and then we'll go from there. I don't know what we do after that. I have the first couple of turns mapped out, though. I mean, they could also just end up I don't know, Portable Hole this guy or something. Oh, so that's what they're doing. Okay, well, good to know, good to know. I guess we just go ahead and do this. I mean, and then we just Wrenn and 7 next turn. Make a 4/4, and then... I don't know. Yeah, Valkyrie it is. Ooh, Ondu Inversion. That's not bad. We make a 2/2. I say that with the utmost confidence. I mean, they could also just, get rid of our creature and then blast Wrenn and 7, but, if they do, we wouldn't mind that too much. Alright, they're not doing anything of that sort. That's pretty cool to know. Oh, we only got 1 land. Oh, we lost our Ashaya! Dang it! Oh, that sucks. I really wanted that. What do we do now? We could play a land and play another Wrenn and 7. Then possibly play this. Yeah, maybe that's the plan. Play this on white. I'm gonna give everything a bonus. I'm gonna go ahead and play the other Wrenn and 7. Well, do we really want to? Because I feel like, let's see, if we could do this and this. We should also put this on Valgmera. We have that much mana. That's not the worst thing. Alright. Well, let's at least attack with this. Because they're not going to do anything to that. If we... I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to go for it. I think with them having 2 flyers, this is just going to be the better situation. Alright. Yeah, sure. If it dies, you get it back. Yep. Sounds good. Gain a bunch of life. Yep. Not sure that does for them what they wanted it to do, but not my circus. Wow, we only got 1 land on this one too. Okay, well here's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna play this. We're gonna play this so we can start putting even more counters on our things. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use the treasure so I can make this just bigger and have another blocker. Because we're not gonna attack with that Florahedron here. Play this, give everything +1. And then we're gonna attack with this, this. Oh, alright. I guess they're gonna gain a bunch of life and wreck our face here. Okay. I'm not sure that does enough, opponent. Yeah. Okay. We have an Ashaya. Let's keep it. I'm probably going to have to take damage, though, if I want to make the most of this. So I'm probably going to put this in tapped. Play the Florahedron. Either Redain, Valgmera, or Briar Bridge Tracker. Either of those is probably reasonable. We'll have to see what the opponent does, because that'll drive some of our decision making. Oh, this sucks. Our Florahedron's not gonna live, is it? Oh, this hurts. Yep. They've got damage. Yep, he did. Okay, well, we got to draw an untap land, or this is going to go down south real quick. Okay, that helps somewhat. We're probably going to be looking to play the Valgmera if this is just going to be a burn-heavy deck, honestly. Well, they're just going to play with Fire Us. That's not pleasant. Stormseeker. I think I'm willing to trade. They're down to 3 cards. Like, no point in letting them get free damage through here. You know what? Since we're not going to play anything else anyway, let's go ahead and draw. Okay, let's put this into play tapped in. So now we know we can play Wrenn and 7, we can play Ashaya, we can do a lot of things next turn. Magda. We go Rin and 7. And if you burn our Rin and 7, so be it. There's a 5/5 in the way.
It is time for battle.
Because next we're just going to play Ashaya. So, up to you, opponent, what you want to do. I guess they really wanted the treasure, but I'm still blocking. You only got 2 cards in hand. Okay, burn down the house works. Glad we got them to use that. So that's no longer a concern. And then next turn we can play Yasharn and a Redan. Actually, we can play Yasharn and Valkmira, which is probably what we want in this fight. Okay, 1 card left in hand. I'll say you attack, I will absolutely block a Den of the Bugbear. Promise you that. Oh, that's actually kind of convenient, but I think we can wait on that. Oh, actually, we can't do both of those, huh? Then let's do this turn. I was thinking I had one more man. Oh, never mind. Ashaya does tap for land. It's alright, though. I'd rather have Ashaya as a blocker here. Get that. Get that. And we'll play that. And I'm going to attack for 10. Ooh, took a big 10 ball. Alright. What's the opponent going to do here? What is that last card in hand going to do? Play with fire. Not bad. Go to 14. They get to scry. Yeah, it doesn't do much otherwise other than maybe get to kill an innkeeper. Zorn not gonna cut it, opponent. Not gonna cut it. Cute play, but not good enough. Yeah, I'm just gonna put this on the backside in this match. I think it just keeps them from coming back. Yeah. We are keeping this. And then probably just go Florahedron into something. Alright, we're gonna be battling over Brutal Cathars, I feel like. But actually, cancel that for a second. If we're gonna end up doing this, we could do this. And the next turn do that, have access to 4 mana. We're probably still gonna end up Catharing something, aren't we? That's unfortunate. Alright. I think I'm gonna lead with this. There's also situations where we may want to land later, so if we can run Catilda out there, we might as well. If she gets met with the unfortunate, well, if you attack, I'll block. Like, this is a game that favors us to do this, so sure. I am not opposed to this plan, let me tell you. Here I am going to go ahead and do this. Because if they decide to use their, let's say they have a Brutal Cathar, an Apparition, they want to remove a creature. Exactly. I'd rather remove that than a Florahedron. Granted, they might have a lot in hand since they didn't play any 2-mana things along the way, but kind of got to find out the hard way if they have them or not. This is where it gets a little silly. Because we can remove that, we get a 2/2 back, but then subsequently they remove this and get an Apparition back. But it would remove nothing if they did that. So, sure. Weird sequence of things. But, I mean, I guess if they were to get the Apparition back anyway and remove something, you could just keep taking it and keep getting a 2 or 3 power token. So, I mean, I guess it's fine. Okay, so are we setting up some sweeper action? Ooh, Yasharn. Alright, we do like this. Let's attack with this first. Opponent's blocking. Interesting. Okay, so I am aware here that they can now remove a Cathar, get their Apparition, remove Yasharn. However, then we get to remove their Apparition again, get a 3/3, which frees up a 4/4. Oh, this is so silly. The logistics of this are just all out of whack. But now we have to be careful, because if this is actually a Doomscar, because a lot of people do want to put sweepers in their aggro decks, we have to be careful, because they would end up getting multiple creatures back if we remove things. So for my money, I'm going to go ahead and play the more expensive one, because we can also set up to start attacking with this. They don't know we have this other land, right? So we can start by doing this. Remove the token so they don't get anything for removing our dude. And then just attack with this. Okay. I'm going to assume this is a Doomscar then. If it's not, I'm going to be shocked. Yeah, exactly. So the good news is, no value for them out of that. And this is a thing they don't really get any value out of anyway, so that's awesome. Or way to remove, sorry. So 7/7, and we can get into a racing situation. Oh, they had a Fateful Absence. Oh, how gross. Alright. Well, if they get a land, they can start attacking for 5 here. They didn't have it, but that's also bad for us. So, not cool. Not cool at all. We're going to gamble. Hopefully this hits. We got a Lair of the Hydra. Oh, actually, we need to take this Field of Ruin and a Renin 7. We'll take those. Hopefully they don't have Brutal Cathars. That's going to be our game plan here. We can put one of these into play. Tap. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'd still be a little short. Let's go ahead and put one of these into play tapped here. Ah, they did have the Cathar. I was worried about that. Yep. Well, if they just have it, they have it. What are you going to do? Oh, and they had Aspirant. Alright, well, I guess now we just need to draw Ondu Inversion as our only out, really. And even then, we're going to take enough damage that we could die to their Frost Dragon for a turn or two. We'll see, though. Maybe not. Okay. That is not an Ondu Inversion. So what's our game plan here? We just draw? Oh, that is, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'd have to find a way to survive this turn. Alright. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Huh. The other problem here is, well, okay. We're going to steal something with the Cathar. But ultimately, we want our Cathar to die or go away or whatever anyway. So we're just going to end up blocking with it. And I'm only playing this out because I want to make sure I have at least one more blocker so we're not dead. Yeah. Okay. They know nothing of our Ondu Inversion, so we're hoping as long as they don't have Elite Spellbinder, this isn't the worst thing. Alright, not awful. That's kind of what we were hoping to happen, actually. So we know this is going to be a lot of damage. Let's just block 3. It's all 3, so we take 5. We cast the Ondu Inversion. Get a 3/3 back. Play a land. We pass. 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we're 1 short. No, we have... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we do have 10. Oh, that sucks. Why did it have to be a Legion Angel? Of all things. Boy. Alright, I guess we gotta. Hope we hit. Renin 7 and Redain are both good here. Alright, Redain gives us a solid blocker, though. Alright, we'll attack for 3. I mean, if you want to trade the Angel for a token, we'll take that all day. I may even have to just plus Ren and then minus Ren just to get another 10-10 or whatever. Might be our plan here. We're also kind of set up where we may just need to be attacking with our land, playing that whole long game, honestly. This isn't bad, though. Alright, maybe we get another festival? Nah, I was thinking maybe we hit another festival would be sweet. Though not hitting a Renin 7 or that Maria's Call does hurt here. Alright, so if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we would be able to block with that. So we can still do this safely. We're going to put this in a play tap so we can start attacking with that if we want to. What do I want to do here? I guess no attack. It's kind of unfortunate, but I think no attack is correct. And I think I'm going to go ahead and destroy that to give us better odds of hitting another Storm the Festival. I get another basic out of our deck. I wish I could have played this on the backside, preserve our life a little more, but we really couldn't here. But with us having the Cave of the Frost Dragon, I think we're mostly okay here. Not too sure. This is going to be a toss-up, because at some point they're going to have more flyers than we have blockers if we're not careful. But this is also limiting them to 1 spell per turn, so there's that, you know. I also don't, I mean, yeah, I gotta do this now. I just need to take that concern off of our plate, truthfully. Just to give us the freedom to do whatever it is we want to do. Alright, tracker, not bad. We did not hit any of the cards we wanted to hit. Gosh, dang it. Even the chariot would have been fine. Okay, well. I will crack this to draw. Can I not? Pay 2, sacrifice this, draw a card. You know what? What if I just attack with this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and leave 2 up so I can make that 5. And if they want to trade, we can trade. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guess I can make it 6. All right. Oh, cancel. I guess I could only make it 5. Is that correct? 1 and 1 to start it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. All right. If I want to leave 2 up, that's all I can do. I mean, I'm kind of okay doing this. They're just kind of like, you know, you do what you're going to do here. If they find a removal for either Redain or our 12-12, we die anyway, right? Because then 6 is going to get through. assuming they don't block here. So we're kind of up against it no matter what. I made a mistake. I really should have just made another 12-12 with Rin and 7 is what I should have done. Because that's actually the only way I know I don't lose here. Yeah, that's actually just a screw up, honestly. Yeah, if they just get another removal thing here, we die. Granted, they played several, but if they just get lucky and draw one, game's over. Okay, they didn't get one, but they are going to gain a bunch of life here. So, game's still on. Alright, I'm assuming that's either a sweeper or a thing that makes a bunch of angels. Either way, not good for us. Unfortunately, I can't sacrifice things, right? Because this is out here. But that's okay. Ah, that's not what we wanted to see. Alright, I guess I just got to make another 12-12 here. Though the opponent's at 20. Let's really think about this, though. If we come in with this plus this and this, like, they can't take all that. They just can't. So if we leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 available, we could attack with this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? All right. And then we'll attack with this, this, this. I think. I'm just trying to figure out, like, they can block in a way that they don't die. Like, let's say they let through, they just block this and they take 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Actually, we can't attack with this. Is the problem. I want to, even though I'm making another one. I can block 1, 2. Well, we could block 2 still, because I can activate this land. Even if we attack with this, because I have to get rid of Redain, and then we activate, block, other token blocks. So yeah, we're gonna do it. It just means we have to make the token with Redain. I mean, with Ren and 7. I mean, if you take it, cool. You're just dead. Yeah, I was gonna say, something's gotta die here. Like, there's no way you just take all that. If they're trying to keep the Valkyries, I'm assuming they have Starnheim Unleashed or something here. Could be wrongful assumption, but I assume that's what we're aiming for. Alright, looks good. Alright, in the turn. Now if we end up not needing to use our Cave of the Frost Dragon, I can sacrifice my thing since we let Yasharn die. Alright, so they only had another angel, so now they're pretty much dead. Because now they're just going to be on blocking duty. I mean, not guaranteed dead, obviously, because who knows what that is, but I would assume if you had a sweeper, you would play that here. So I feel like that's more like a big Starnheim Unleashed they're trying to set up. Which, I don't know, might be the case. Okay, they gave up. This one, I'm pretty sure we have to mulligan. There's no way we get out of that one, I don't think. Not easily. This isn't much better, though. This is not much better. We're going to keep and sadly get rid of that. Hate knowing that one of those is at the bottom of the library, though. Oh, yeah, we're not going to win this one. I mean, maybe we get lucky, but, I mean, we're going to have to hit right the rest of the way. That's not how we start doing this. Man, can I draw a chariot or something next turn? Like, that'd be nice. Well, there goes our Brutal Cathar. No, they just have an Adeline. Oh, man, I would have really taken a chariot there. Would have been brilliant. Alright, I guess we got to play it. I'm just not sure what I want to play next turn. If our creatures even live. I mean, because we'll be taking at least 4 from from Adeline, I think. Because I'm likely to block the token. Adeline comes through for 4. Then, oh no, that's even worse. That's way worse. Oh gosh. All right, well, I guess we're just taking 7. 8, 9, yeah. Man, the fact that we only drew lands to start this game is not good. Nothing in sight that's going to bail us out here, unfortunately. I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't love it, but, you know, we pass. I mean, it's an 8-8, so it's not like it's nothing. But we are only at 10, mind you. Please don't have a Brutal Cathar. Oh, man, I'm getting punished for not going with the Rin and 7. We're dead, right? I mean, I guess not. We chump block and whatever, but I mean, we're gonna end up just making a thing that does nothing against that. Alright, I mean, I guess we gotta do this. Alright, we're at 4. Pretty sure this is not how we win. What? Oh, I totally forgot we had that in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we don't even give up our Brutal Cathar. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. And we get to attack for 9? Do it. Brutal. This is what we put it in here for. Oh, man, this is so good. Oh, so sick. And the opponent had a hellacious start here, too. Yep, there's a Geist. Oh, man, come on. We gotta win from here, right? This is gonna be sick if we don't. Adversary. I would have probably waited to get more out of that adversary opponent. But that's just me. Alright. If they do get a Brutal Cathar, they get to attack with the flyer for 2. We'd still get to chump block the thing on the ground. So we don't hate that. Alright. Let's attack. Do we just attack with our 1/1? Nah, I think we can't. We can't. We're not that safe yet. Opponent only has 1 card in hand, but still. There's some weird scenarios where, like, if it is an adversary, then the adversary can pump twice, and then we have to block the flyer, block the ground creature to stay alive. We don't want to give them back their Clarion Spirit, even with just 1 card in hand. Alright. Oh, man, this is a huge comeback if we make this happen. Alright, opponent, what's your plan here? Usher. Alright, Usher does not scare us. That's good. Though Usher is a chump blocker. I mean, that is the downside to all this, is they do end up getting to chump block a lot. Alright, so they're going to attack with both things to get 2 damage in. Seems reasonable. I mean, that's what I would do. Well, if you do, you die, though, possibly. Yeah, you do. Well, no, because you're going to gain 5 here. Alright. So we go to 2. Yeah, okay. Our turn. Oh, an opponent's at 13. Is there a way we can do this? All right, let's assume, rightfully or wrongly, that... Wait, actually, if we just play this and get lands, assuming we hit one, then the opponent blocks one and takes 9, 10, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, if we just pump this and attack, they're dead. Yeah. So I'm just realizing, like, you can block the biggest thing. That's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah. All right. I almost just tried to do way more than I needed to do there. I don't even know why. Oh, I guess they're going to salt rope us since they died to our Ashaya. Nope, they're blocking. There you go. Got it. We'll keep this. I don't know what we do with it just yet, but we're going to keep it. Okay. Don't like that. Yep. Okay, well, that'll come in handy later. Doesn't help us right now, though. Alright, so I think our plan... I'd like to draw another mana, but I think our plan is going to be just Brutal Cathar, some creature. Probably the bigger of the two aspirants. Because we are going to get to gain some life here. Honestly, I would kind of like to draw a land here, so I know for sure that maybe I could play the Innkeeper. There we go. Because then I can play Innkeeper into this, gain the 2 life, remove that, and then know that we could still play like Yasharn, get land or whatever, and that feels pretty good. It's like a waste of treasure in a way, but the life gain against this aggro deck feels like it's going to be pretty important. So I'd like to take advantage of that. Now, admittedly, there's a good chance they have their own Brutal Cathar, and we're going to play this whole song and dance, but if they do, they do. Alright. So yeah, we might have to just play Valkmira and hope it solves enough damage for us. Okay, they don't have any more white mana to spend on that, so that's good. No blocks there, actually. Let's play a land. Let's play Yasharn. And get some more mana. I think I'm willing to attack with these. And if you want to block one, so be it. I mean, I feel okay. I mean, we're still at 19 here. Question is, do I trade Yasharn here? I don't think we do. Only because I know we have access to Valkmira, so I'm just going to take the 4. Or we have a Chariot, and that changes a lot of things. So, never mind. We have another thing we want to do instead, because that's also worth 4 life. Okay, so now I'm thinking about how we want to block, right? They're going to get to gain life from their adversaries. We could chump block 1. Maybe we can put the tokens in front of 1. Once we Valkmira, though... I mean, we still don't want to block with both tokens because we want to be able to copy a token. So we're probably going to end up putting a token in front of one of the adversaries, putting Yasharn in front of the other one. then just tapping whatever we have to activate the chariot the next turn, unless the chariot gets removed here, obviously. So yeah, let's just pass. This is an odd situation where two aggro decks are managing to gain a lot of life here. The opponent just wants to do that. How do we feel about that? I mean, is this where Yasharn just blocks? And then I just trade this for one of their adversaries next turn? I say no. I say we take it. I'm trying to think about what their deck could possibly do to make that a bad decision, but I don't. Oh, never mind. We are all good, friends. We are all good. Because if they haven't had a way to remove things to this point, they ain't going to have a way now. Oh, my god. Do I have enough things? I could tap 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, do I even play that here, though? Because we're about to destroy all non-land permanents. So let's not. Let's not. I can't see a way they're going to kill us in the next turn. So I don't think we need to worry about that. I don't even know if we do anything here. I think we just sit. No point even giving up your Sharn or whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we have way more than enough to... Yeah, sure, we just pass. I know it's probably going to look weird to the opponent, but I think that's just what we do. Yeah, we don't care about that. That's fine. We can block stuff all day here. Alright, take our turn. Oh, and we got to storm the festival on top of it. Sweet, sweet. Don't really need it, though. Yeah, we're just going to undo inversion. Oh, I should have turned my chariot into a creature first. Gosh damn it. Ah, well. Okay. Yeah, you know what? We keep this. Don't know if this turns in anything, but we're going to find out. All right. Do. Here comes a wolf. Now I have to decide what dies here. So I think because there's a chance something could get fought, we go and do this so the treasure comes out, and then we can use the treasure to play the Yasharn, and then figure out what we're going to do after that. This may be a game where we don't get the combo and we just have to blow up onto inversion if we can live long enough, honestly. And if we do, we do. Have a feeling, though, old Yasharn... Ooh, wait a minute. I was just about to say I have a feeling old Yasharn ain't gonna live very long, but... I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's just put this on green. We'll go ahead and play the Yasharn anyway. We get 1 life. If they end up pumping the Old Growth Troll, we take 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we get to remove something with the Brutal Cathar and play the Florahedron, maybe? No, we don't get to that. We get to do one or the other. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if we're going to get to this onto inversion. We're going to try our best, but it's going to be tough. All right. That feels like good news. That they opted not... I say opted. I mean, I guess it means they don't have it. Or we would have seen it. Oh. Oh. Hold the phone. Alright, well, we might get to do this. if we take our time and we're careful, maybe we can pull this off. We'll try to take this. Ah, they have it. Dang it. Here comes Inscription. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. We got it out the way, though. Alright. I don't know how much damage we can sit through and suffer, but we're going to try. We're going to play Ashaya next turn. That's 6. We're going to go to 9. Oh, actually, okay. That doesn't quite get us there. Because if I play that first, that only leaves me 4 mana. I think our plan is we have to Ashaya. And then Innkeeper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's still not going to get us there, is it? Alright. Well, this will at least give us some amount of ways to stay alive. So, we're going to roll with that. Now, if they have an Inscription, they could attack, turn that into a 7, and then Inscription turns it into a 9, and they can fight Ashaya with that. And that would suck. Or they could do that. Then it makes fighting Ashaya, or blocking with Ashaya, a lot less interesting. However, if they pass, is there a way they could do... That's 8. They could do 2 more. Alright. Okay, this is the tough part. Because if we go to 3, the opponent would be able to... Yeah, that's not going to kill us. Alright, no blocks. Let's hope they don't have it. Okay, they didn't. That's good news. Good news. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we get to leave Ashaya untapped, so we don't die. I would like to blow up the treasure arena. What are you trying to do to me? That's 7. That is 8. And unfortunately, I'm realizing we don't have... I need another white mana, actually. Alright. Crap. Because I sort of want this in, because that's 2 life next turn. 1, 2... But we got to make sure we have at least 6. I don't know. I know we have Innkeepers and whatever, but... I'm going to try to hold on to this, because we can get this. That's 4 more life and 2 more blockers, and then we're kind of sitting pretty. But right now we're at 3. The opponent could tap their mana in some different ways here, depending on if they draw land. Alright, so that makes it not as bad. Oh, now they got us. Because they can get in for exactly 3. Yeah, just tap, tap, tap. You get us, opponent. I'm going to queue up the GGs. We needed them to not draw a land there, and they drew it. So, I mean, what can we do? The other option is I could have gambled on the Storm the Festival, which I probably should have. But such is life. All right, let's move along. They got it figured out. Ooh, this is an interesting hand. All right, we'll keep. I guess we just have to assume Catilda's just gonna die, right? All the time? Maybe opponent shoots us? Nope. Oh, Catilda. It's unfortunate, but you dead, friend. You dead. Oh, it looks like they're playing our Boros burn deck we put together earlier this season. Well, if so, we definitely want to have the Valkmira. Actually, I say that. The problem, the way things are set up right now, we almost have to play the Redain just so we have something out. But who knows? I mean, obviously, Catilda's dead. I mean, like, who are we kidding? I was going to say, come on now. Like, no one was buying that was going to live, right? We weren't buying what you were selling. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Mostly because if they have a 3 damage spell, fine. Otherwise, we were just going to take a bunch this turn and they were going to play another creature. But this way we take 5. We can go ahead and play Yasharn next turn. Hopefully that's something. And then we'll play Retreat, hopefully. And start trying to get stuff in the way. Being at some reasonable amount of life. I don't know what reasonable is going to be just yet. But this is our best bet here. Now, for some reason, Yasharn doesn't die, which would be a borderline miracle. This could be really good for us, but I don't see that happening. I'm pretty sure Yasharn's going to die here, one way or the other. Even if it's us blocking and then them... Oh no, they're looking for a card to kill Yasharn here. Okay. Maybe this is going to be alright. Nope, they got something. Alright, well we just got to stop the biggest thing here. Plus, if we make 2/2s, we know a 2/2 can at least stop an adversary. Wouldn't necessarily stop a 3/3. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking next turn... Oh, okay. That's one way. I was about to say, I think I'm actually just going to do Florahedron and Tracker. So when I do the retreat, I can possibly pump these as well. Which is probably better than just making a 2/2 here. Especially since the opponent's down to 1 card with no creature lands. I actually like that better. And it opens the door for a couple of other things to happen too. Whether we want to make a token, or we want to pump our team, or we want to sack this with the extra mana, or we want to put this in tapped for a turn. There's definitely choices here. Alright, well, that's going to hurt a whole lot. Yep. And unfortunately, we can't take 5 and go to 1 against this deck. That's just not viable, so we got to go to 2. I was hoping to draw something like that. Question is it enough? Alright, we play this. We have to play this first. Put this in. Make a 2/2. Gain a life. Go to 5. Alright, so that buys us a little bit of time. Oh, Pit Fighter. No. Alright. What are the odds well, we know we can get at least 1 more creature. So I'm going to gamble here and just go to 3. Because they have to discard a card to use the Pit Fighter. So we're going to go to 2. Ah, I was really hoping we draw a creature there. I could save this untapped. Nah, we're not. Who are we kidding? Let's find something better. That's something better. Okay, let's... We can't remove the adversary because it comes back into play and does its thing, and that's not what we want to happen, obviously. So we'll just have to remove this duder. Play this. Make a 2/2, so that gains us more life. And then we pass. Alright, opponent's choosing not to do anything there, which flips our duder, which is great. Love that. We get to play this, which puts a counter on our dudes. And then we get to attack freely here, because they have vigilance. And we now have a land untapped as well. So now we're starting to feel it a little bit. Alright, we have to be careful though. We are only at 4. So if they find a way to ping us with stuff in the yard, they do have spells. And they're almost about to have the mana where they could play a adversary and do it twice. So that's a real problem. Alright. We're going to go ahead and remove their thing so we can get another 2/2. And then we might have enough to just win this turn. Because we can activate both of our creature lands. Okay, well, we found another win. Alright, so that worked out very well. Really happy with the results there. And even against the mono green deck that we lost to, just barely, it's mostly because I just took a more gambling, high-risk line. And it just didn't pay off. I mean, we did have a line we could take that probably would have kept us alive, but, you know, I'm just swinging for the fences and going for it, because that's what the deck's trying to do. So I wanted to show that off a little bit. But other than that, like, I actually like everything it was doing, and it feels like it has a little bit of game against everything, so that's kind of neat. I wish I would have run into an Epiphany deck. We didn't really have that happen, so that would have been kind of a bit of a curiosity to see if we could have survived that. I think there's some ways where we can, we just didn't have the opportunity to put it into action, so that's the only downside there. But otherwise, yeah, I really like this. I'm considering, though, removing one of the Amerius calls and maybe playing an extra Storm the Festival, because we did hit our mana pretty regularly without a lot of problems. And though it is nice to have that extra land option in the deck, I think we could play without it and be okay. So that's probably the only other major change I would make. Otherwise, might just play it just as is. But I'll leave that up to you if you want to make that switch or not. But that's the one spot I think I would make that call. Now for today's card spotlight, like I said, it's going to be a little bit of story time, and we're going to talk about Desert Twister. Though I think in the opening I said this week, but today, you know what I mean. We put out daily videos. Y'all should know that by now. Anyway, I bring this up because in the early day, in the before time, we'll call it, when I started playing Magic, the interesting thing is I went to play with the play group for the first time with me and a friend. We went to these other people that are like in a town over, and they decided to tell us that Desert Twister is the best Magic card in the game, and we were like confused. We're like, okay, I'm not sure why y'all think that, but whatever. Well, in the middle of our first game, we're playing a group game with like 5 people. Somebody cast Desert Twister, they pick something to kill, and then we're like, all right, cool. And then I go to take my turn, and everybody tells me to stop. And I'm like, okay, well, what's up? They're like, well, it's a Desert Twister out. We're like, no, he cast that last turn. I was like, no, because it gets to kill something this turn. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Turns out they thought Desert Twister was so good because they played it like a literal Desert Twister. It kind of just went around and I guess killed stuff until everything was gone, and everybody just picked what it was going to kill. Like, I swear to you, things like this happened all the time in the beginning of the game because nobody knew how to play Magic. Like, it was amazing. After we explained it to them, they didn't really like Desert Twister nearly as much, but boy, was that awesome. Anyway, that's just a fun story that popped up when I saw a Desert Twister today, and I figured I was going to share it with everybody. So there you go. Don't forget, if you want today's deck list, you'll be able to get it down in the description below, along with links to our Facebook gaming stream, our Twitch streams, and our Discord if you want to come by, hang out, ask questions, be part of the Brood and our fun community. And don't forget that we have memberships now for this channel where you're going to get to dictate the stuff that's going to be on the channel, and you can have your decks featured. So that's going to be coming up pretty quick here in the next couple of weeks. So hop on those memberships if you want to participate. And please, if you'd be so kind, remember, I do have that other channel that I need your support on. So please go click that. Links are all in the description below. And finally, if you haven't, please like, subscribe, share, notify, let your friends know about it. Tell them I'm a wonderful person. Send them my way. Send them the links. You know what you need to do. That's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.